Hi, welcome to Best in Tesla News 102. We get more and more numbers from 2021 and Tesla is just killing it. And the demand for EVs are just skyrocketing. German transport minister says stop buying all ICE cars. And we have yet another nail in the coffin for the fuel cells. And Tesla now accepts Dogecoin. And Volkswagen is falling short on their EV targets. And we have rumors of a new Tesla factory in Europe. And SpaceX shows off some big balls. All this and much more to come on today's episode. Let's dive right in.
Let's put our living stereo stylus in this groove.
We have got some more numbers from 2021 and it's becoming more and more obvious that 2021 was just one big power demonstration from Tesla. We heard that Ford sold 27,140 Mach-E's in the US in 2021. So they did end up as the number 3 in the US as we talked about at the end of 2021, just behind Tesla's Model Y and the Tesla Model 3. So again, GM did not finish the year off as the EV leader. And the Bolt didn't even become a top 3 EV in the US. GM got beaten by both Tesla and Ford. And Rivian should have produced over 1,000 vehicles now. So that is really cool and congratulations to Rivian on this huge milestone. And that means that in the last couple of months, even Rivian has made more EVs than GM. But Ford produced about 63,683 Mach-E's in 2021, so very good. But I also think this shows what we did talk about back in 2020 when I said at the end of 2021 everyone will get it. That no one is gaining on Tesla and no one of the old legacy automaker can just come out and produce EVs in the millions as the short sellers did proclaim.
The big boys are coming.
Ford produced about 64,000 EVs in all of 2021. And this is not to hate on Ford or take anything away from their great achievement, but just to illustrate the point, because the short sellers did say Ford is coming with the Mach-E. But they were only able to produce less than 65,000 EVs in a whole year. While Tesla China alone delivered over 70,000 EVs in just December. Or just take the Model Y in China. It started its production in January 2021 and Ford started producing the Mach-E in September 2020. But still, Tesla produced and sold 200,000 Model Ys from their Shanghai factory in 2021. And Ford were not able to do more than a little less than 65,000 units, even though they had a head start with the production of the Mach-E compared to the made in China Model Y. If this does not show you exactly where all of this is heading, I don't know what will. It is absolutely bananas how far behind Tesla everyone is. And as 2021 showed us, no one is gaining on Tesla, but Tesla is moving further away. And on top of that, just to put a little more salt in the wounds, as Homer's catalog showed on Twitter, Tesla made an average of $15,444 in gross profit per vehicle delivered, where Ford makes about $8,800 per vehicle they make. So Tesla is really taking the old boys to school when it comes to earning money on selling cars. They are not even earning money on their EVs yet, and Tesla is already making more money on selling EVs than the old boys are doing on selling ICE cars. And in 2021, even Toyota only made about $6,000 in profit on its vehicles. What a great showcase of how great Tesla is doing. And Tesla delivered 70,000 units in December in China. That is just amazing. And the little Wuling Mini EV did actually only sell 60,372 units. So Tesla actually sold more than the little shoebox for the first time in 2021. And I know that was not the production rate, which was about 60,000, but still very close. And we know that Tesla can do about 70,000 in production as well. And remember, as we talked about last week, Tesla is making about a 20% increase to that factory as we speak. So the production run rate of 70,000 a month in 2022 is not unlikely. And that is just from the Shanghai factory. This is more EVs than Ford produced in all of 2021. Tesla will do every month in 2022 just from this one of their 4 factories. And Tesla delivered a record about 40,000 Model Ys in China during December in 2021 and a total of almost 170,000 units for the entire year, making it the country's #1 best-selling new energy SUV for both the month and the year as a whole. But it was also the best-selling premium SUV, not just EV, beating the likes of BMW X3, Audi Q5, Mercedes GLC. Model Y is just killing it in China. And even Volkswagen has to lower their target for China in 2022. It was about 160,000, but they have now lowered it to 140,000 IDs sold in China in 2022. That is what Tesla will produce in China in 2 months. And Tesla sold about 321,000 units in 2021 in China. An important number I will show you later in this video, so yet another great example of no. Volkswagen will not catch Tesla in 2022 in China. They will most likely sell less than half of IDs than what Tesla sold of Model Ys and Model 3s in China in 2021. And we have heard a lot about how Volkswagen would beat Tesla in China, but Volkswagen sold about the same amount of IDs in all of 2021 than Tesla sold in only December. And Volkswagen had a target of 80 to 100,000 IDs, so they fell short of their own target. So Volkswagen is struggling a bit in China, even though the EV market grew 145% and the ICE market fell 4%. But Volkswagen was not able to reach their 2021 EV target for China, and the EV market grew 145%. This should tell us quite a bit about Volkswagen's problem. So even though the short sellers and Gordon Johnson talk about just how bad Tesla would do in China in 2021, and everyone thought they would fail because of all the competition, one of them being Volkswagen, but they are the ones that are struggling, and Tesla just broke their previously monthly record sales record of 52,000 with 18,000 units. Yes, the joke about Tesla's demand problem in China continues, while they just broke their old record with about 35%, and the month of December was up almost 200%. What a busted growth story. And another car of the Volkswagen Group we heard a lot about in 2019 and 2020 was the Audi e-tron. And in 2021 they did come out with a bunch of new models of the e-tron, but despite that they only grew about 4% in the year where the EV really took off. And that was what Audi could manage. Yes, the e-tron was the king of Norway in 2020 and the Zoe was the king of Europe in 2020. But when Tesla kept pushing the accelerator in 2021, no one could keep up, and the Model 3 became the leader in both Norway and all of Europe and the rest of the planet as the best-selling EV. And the Porsche Taycan had a great year with 41,296 units sold. So awesome. But again, just to show how wrong Jim Chanos and Bob Lutz and Mark Spiegel were,
Porsche's coming.
Yes, Porsche did come, and they have actually done very well. 41,000 Taycans in 2021 is a great success for Porsche, but did that change anything for Tesla? None whatsoever. Just as we all said, all of this competition would not stop Tesla's growth. Ford and Porsche has done great in 2021, and the Volkswagen Group grew almost 100% in 2021. But did that stop Tesla or slow them down? No, Tesla still grew with almost an entire Volkswagen Group's sales of EV in 2021. And most of that growth was made possible by the Tesla Gigafactory 3. That almost sold as much in 2021 as all of Tesla did in 2020. What a ramp! Tesla China is really doing a great job here. And the factory ended up producing about 473,000 units in 2021. In only its second year of operation, just imagine what Berlin and Texas will do. I actually think this makes the Gigafactory 3 one of the biggest car manufacturing plants in the world in 2021. Volkswagen's biggest plant, the Wolfsburg, should not have produced much more than 400,000 units in 2021, and that is one of the biggest car plants in the world, so Tesla's Shanghai factory beat Volkswagen's headquarters in 2021. Ouch. And I would like to know if anyone knows of any single car factory that produced more cars than the Gigafactory 3. If you do know, please let me know in the comments below. So I guess the old article about Volkswagen's plan to outsell Tesla did not age very well, and they just fell further behind in 2021. And remember, the head of Volkswagen said in April 2021, it will take us 2 to 3 years to overtake Tesla. Come on, man. Does this look like a company that is gaining on Tesla? No, the Volkswagen brand is getting destroyed by Tesla, and Tesla is moving further and further away. But the Volkswagen Group did sell 8.882 million vehicles in 2021, so about 4.5% down compared to 2020, but they sold 452,900 BEVs. And 96% growth, which is a great result for Volkswagen. And of course, this was the headlines all over the place that the EVs were Volkswagen's bright spot. But Volkswagen's BEV share is still only 5.1%. So unfortunately, that is a very little bright spot for the company. But hopefully they make this bright spot even bigger in 2022. Because they need to up their game. Because even in Germany in December, the Tesla Model 3 became the second best-selling car of any kind, only beaten by the little Volkswagen Up. So yeah, 2022 is going to be really exciting to see if Tesla's Model 3 or Y can become the best-selling luxury sedan in Germany in 2022. They are coming fast, even before the factory is up and running. And a quick word from today's sponsor, that is NordVPN. They give you control over your VPN address and protect your online privacy. Like when my wife was living in China for a while, well, you don't have access to Facebook, YouTube and so on in China. And if you search for things on Google, it will be highly censored. So to get access to all our usual stuff, we just use the provider just like NordVPN and changed our VPN address to our home country. So I use it a lot when I'm out traveling, because when I'm in another country, I cannot see Danish TV, for example, because I'm not in Denmark, but I do pay for the contents and would like very much to see it on the road as well. But thanks to NordVPN, now I can. I just changed my VPN address through NordVPN to be in Denmark, even though I might be sitting on a beach in Croatia. And I can still watch the contents that I have actually paid to have access to. And of course, it is nice that I can just change my VPN address to be in the US, and I suddenly have access to a lot more movies on Netflix, for example, than I have access to here in Denmark. And the user interface is just so simple. You can just click the country you want your VPN address to be in, and that is it. Couldn't be any simpler. If you want to check it out, NordVPN have a great offer right now. Go to this link. You will also find the link in the description below to get a 2-year plan plus 1 additional month with a huge discount of 70%. And it is risk-free with Nord 30 days money back guaranteed. So click the link below to get started today and also support this channel. So hurry up to get this great deal. Yes, the demand for EVs are here, and Tesla, that makes far the most EVs, still have a hard time keeping up with demand. In Europe, Tesla's Model 3 is completely sold out in Q1 of 2022, and here in Denmark we actually have to wait until May or June depending on your configuration to get one. The Tesla Model Y we can still get within a month or so, and hopefully Giga Berlin will open soon and make sure that it stays that way. And I think that will be a big factor to why Tesla's Model Y will just shoot for the moon here in Europe here in 2022. Not just because it's simply the perfect electric family car, but it is one you can actually get now. I have a friend that tried to get the Skoda Enyaq, but they had to wait a year to get one. And this is the case for a lot of the EVs, because the legacy automakers are not making them in huge volume yet, but the demand is there. So if you're trying to find out what EV you want to buy and you have to wait a year for the Enyaq or for the Ford Mach-E or whatever, but can get the Tesla Model Y in just a month, I think the choice will become very easy for many people, and that will boost Tesla's already crazy demand for the Tesla Model Y. But luckily, hopefully, the Gigafactory in Berlin will open soon. And that is why, dear Germany, we need that factory up and running now. But Tesla is just about to turn on the light on the world's biggest car plant in Texas. That will also start spitting out Model Ys like crazy, and China is not done with ramping up the Model Y as well. So I think 2022 will be the year of the Tesla Model Y. That is just going to become the absolute dominating force in the EV world. Yeah, 2022 is going to be such a power demonstration from Tesla. And Tesla made yet another deal with yet another mining company. The company is Telon Metals, and the deal is for about 75,000 tons of nickel over the next 6 years. It may not sound like much, but Tesla has many deals with many mining companies, adding more constantly, making sure that Tesla has the material they need to support their big growth. Where the old legacy OEMs just make deals with battery manufacturers to build a new factory together. But that does not mean that they will have enough materials to actually get those factories up to full production, because we will probably see a big material shortage over the next couple of years, and Tesla is the only one that has been thinking about this for years and making deals with many mining companies and even getting access to their own mines in the US, both for nickel and lithium. So even though we will probably see an increase in the price for materials for batteries and so on, I don't think Tesla would be so affected by it like all the others, because they have already made the contracts with CATL and all the mining companies and so on. So Tesla is not going to slow down much, because Tesla has been making their moves years ago. Also because Tesla will take whatever batteries they can get their hands on and have told the big old battery manufacturers, we will buy whatever you will sell us. And Tesla is producing more than twice the amount of EVs than the second place. So there is a reason why CATL, the world's biggest battery manufacturer, has just opened a new big battery factory just a few blocks away from Tesla's Giga factory in Shanghai. And that factory should already be at 60% of the design capacity and delivering batteries to Gigafactory 3 as we speak. CATL is not messing around, and Tesla will suck up the majority of the world's battery supply, and on top of that they will be buying materials to make the batteries to support their own battery growth of their 4680 cell. Tesla is getting all the pieces in place, and the legacy automakers don't even know what kind of game they are playing yet. And we have some rumors about the Cybertruck and a new factory in Europe. And we did hear one of the Tesla bulls from Global Equities Research say he thinks Tesla will reveal two versions of the Cybertruck. A smaller one that would be about 15 to 20% smaller, that would be revealed sometime in March. We don't know where he gets all of this, so take it with a grain of salt. But at the same time, we did just hear a rumor about Tesla wanting to build the next factory in Europe in Slovakia, as Andre wrote. Reliable sources told me that Tesla is starting the hiring process for the second factory in Europe in Slovakia, birthplace of Andrew Carpathy. Rumour says that it should be focused on Cybertruck and Roadster. and the 15 to 20% smaller Cybertruck would probably be for the European market, so those two rumors could really fuel each other a bit. And if I was Tesla, I would definitely not build another factory in Germany with all their red tapes they have experienced, and it would probably be much faster to build a smaller factory in Slovakia or any place else than Germany. But this is all, of course, just rumors, so take it for what it is. And SpaceX shows off their big balls. SpaceX is done building their launch and catch tower. Yes, that sentence has never been said before. SpaceX, launch and catch tower. This is nuts. Elon did tweet a video of the tower, but we did also see them testing the tower out with these big balls of water. Can't wait to see this in real life. A Starship or a Starship booster being catched by this tower. Just insane. And Tesla launched its second mission of the year, but this one was a little different because they did not land the first stage back on the drone ship, but back on land. So that means we get some cool shots of the landing. Nice. And that was the 10th landing for this first stage booster. Very impressive. And a Starlink customer in rural Canada did talk about just how good Starlink was compared to what he was able to get before. Like he said, crazy good. And this has nothing to do with SpaceX or Tesla, but I just thought this was very cool and a very scary picture of the first untethered free flight in space. Yeah, he also got some big balls. And let's get a weekly update on the Giga factories from Brian from My Tesla Weekend, that is on the road right now, but is still giving us a weekly update. Take it away, Brian.
Well, here it is in 2022, and of course the Shanghai Gigafactory waits for no one. The parking lot and loading logistics area is absolutely full, as always, with vehicles just moving out. In the southwest corner of the site, we can see the steel has been erected all the way to the perimeter of the building. We expect to see this wrapping up probably in next week's update. The roof has had a cementitious pour. Yes, there's concrete on the roof, which suggests that this will be a very robust and rugged structure, which is exciting. Whatever's going on in there requires serious structural support. In Berlin, it's not quite as exciting on the visual front. All the progress is going on inside. There is still some development in the 4680 cell area, which you can hopefully see in these comparison shots. In Texas, it doesn't look like much is going on the outside, but the work on the inside is absolutely exciting. The 4th Gigapress from Idra has showed up on site. The day before, the large steel bridge crane rails and structures we're seeing going into the building. That means they're going to, yes, absolutely have 4 operational Gigapresses at the very least around the time of launch, which speaks to the amount of volume they are expecting out of that property, and quickly. There's also been more contractor trailers cleared out from the parking area, which will presumably go back to being parking, with other areas of the parking area being, graded and readied, presumably for pavement. But it could be a structure. It's Giga, Texas. You never know. Lars, what do you think?
Well, as you say, that might just be parking spaces for the thousands of jobs Tesla are creating at the Giga Texas factory. Thank you so much for the update, Brian. And let's squeeze in the last short news topics into this news show. Yes, it's time for the Tesla Shorts. First off, Tesla announced that they will publish their Q4 2021 and full year financial result on Wednesday, January the 26th, 2022. Can't wait for that. And the earning call will be at 4:30 p.m. Central Time from Giga, Texas. And we know Elon will be there, and he is no longer at the earning call unless they have some huge news. So I am very excited for this one and for Elon to provide some update on the product roadmap. The German transport minister Wissing warns against buying cars with combustion engines, and also say that Tesla has succeeded in inspiring many buyers with its models. I would like to see the same for the German car manufacturer. Wow, knowing that they all do have EVs out, that is what I call a Teslab. And people are getting really creative with the Tesla party mode. Here is Mike Torres that made this little music video with the help of the Tesla Model 3's party mode. So if you're still in doubt of Tesla's build quality, well, take a look at this tweet from Greg from Unplugged Performance. It is absolutely incredible how well this car held up since 2018. 66,000 miles, 95% of its supercharging, 45 track days, 10 lap records, still running hard with original untouched motors and batteries. Just amazing. And we did see the German consulate car on the streets in China. What a slap in the face of Volkswagen that the German consulate is driving a Tesla Model Y. And I have given Ivan from the EV Stock channel a shout out before because of his great series called The Rise of Tesla. But now even Ross Gerber saw the series and tweeted about it. So if you haven't seen Ivan's series about Tesla, you must. It is really good. And he had just put out a new episode, part 2 about 2020. So check it out. I will leave a link in the description below. And we saw some nice pictures from New York of the Mustang Mach-E and the Tesla Model Y working as taxis side by side, the way it should be. And the Victoria big battery made up of 212 Tesla's Megapacks that makes a 450 megawatt hour big battery is now operational in Geelong, ready to support the Victorian grid. And we will continue through 2022 to see more and more of these big batteries popping up all over the world. And BMW will not produce its own battery cells, even though they just last year said that they would have an EV with their own solid-state battery out in 2022. Well, I guess not anymore. And Alex could help us all understand all the thought that was spread about the Berlin factory and its water problem. But as he wrote, in the view of the Brandenburg Minister of the Environment, the previous former procedural error when approving water supply has been quickly and legally eliminated. So all of that will not delay Giga Berlin, so hopefully we'll soon see the last final approval. And even though Tesla has not gotten the final permits for the Giga Berlin factory, it looks like Tesla is already preparing for its expansion of the stamping shop area. And this must be the biggest market adjustment price I have ever seen. A Mercedes GG Black Series with a small adjustment price of $300,000. I mean, this is just nuts. And John here tweeted about the software problem he's having with his Lucid. This was the 5th time Lucid had to come to fix it, so that is of course not good for an electric vehicle that costs $169,000. But again, remember, this is Lucid's first car. No one is just going to jump over the whole process of learning how to build a car, just like Tesla has done. So of course we will see some issues both from Lucid and from Rivian and all the other EV startups. And Ray for Tesla shared a video about how Tesla's acceleration is not just for fun, but can become very handy to get out of tricky situations. Close one. And yet another nail in the coffins of fuel cells. France City cancels a purchase of 51 hydrogen buses after realizing electric ones would be 6 times cheaper to run. As the mayor said, so for the moment we are giving up on hydrogen buses. We will see in 2030 if hydrogen is cheaper. Yeah, don't hold your breath. And the Tesla Model 3 did also become the best-selling EV in Canada, of course, but it actually became the 5th best-selling car of any kind in Canada in 2021. And we had a gathering of great Tesla fans in Russia asking Tesla to please come to Russia, because right now there is no Tesla charger or Tesla service center. And Elon did reply to Vincent that tweeted about Eva Fox's article about this and said Tesla is working as fast as possible to support Tesla owners worldwide. Sustainable energy affects everyone on Earth as we all share one atmosphere. So hopefully Tesla's growth plans will all come true, so these hardcore Tesla fans can get some help and service centers in Russia soon. And if you are wondering, the CEO did not leave Rivian, it was the CFO that left Rivian. And if you haven't seen the list of what we Tesla owners got in software updates in 2021, well, Not a Tesla app made a great list. I will leave a link to it down below if you want to check it all out yourself. But man, look at this list. I love being a Tesla owner. A new image from Giga Nevada suggests that Tesla may be looking to develop a mobile megacharger system for the upcoming Class 8 electric semi-truck. The system seems to be powered by Powerpack's batteries. That would be a very cool way of getting the semi-trucks off the ground fast and don't have to wait for permits for a permitted charging station. So it would be a cool way for Tesla to help Pepsi by asking them where they would like some chargers, and Tesla could just bring one to that location. And now Tesla has made some merch available with Dogecoin. Actually, some of it you can only buy with Dogecoin. But next week I will not be able to make the new show on Sunday because I am going on a real big extreme road trip with my Tesla where I'm gonna push it to the extremes so I can bring you some really cool stuff there and hopefully debunk some myth about electric cars and the cold and road trips and all that stuff. So stay tuned for that because I really hope I can make something different, informative and entertaining for you all. But that means I will be on the road trip from the 19th of January until the 26th or maybe 27th of January. So I will try to see if I can say hello to you all next Sunday live from my little adventure, but I can't guarantee anything. But I will have some videos ready for you all next week, so don't worry, you will still be able to get your weekly fix of Best in Tesla, and I will probably make a video about Tesla's earnings call when I get home on the 26th or 27th. But we will see how it all goes. But stay tuned because I have a lot of great new stuff coming for you all. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button, notification bell if you haven't already done so you don't miss out. And before we end off with a bit of fun, I just want to make a quick shout out to my newest members and patrons of this YouTube channel. Matthew Graham Dornberger, David Sprong, Clayton Handelman, Jens Krabbe, Mark Falkenberg, Simon Bolschauer, and my thank you for watching member Michael H. Thank you so much for all your support. I am doing this all by myself, but you guys are all the producers of this new show. Thank you. And a big and special thanks to Supporter of the Week. And this week's winner is Raw. Raw has been a patron of mine since September 2021 and has been sending me videos and links and all kind of good stuff. So thank you so much for all your support, Raw. I will contact you on Patreon for your address. In the meantime, go in on the merch store, find the t-shirt or mug of your choice. Thank you. And let's end off with a bit of fun. And we have just passed the 3-year anniversary of the Giga Factory 3 when they broke ground there. So I thought it would be fun looking back at some of the biggest haters and what they had to say about this factory Tesla were building.
Tesla has planned on making a huge entrance into the Chinese market by building a factory there that makes Model 3s the standard version, which is to say the least complex version of the Model 3. While Tesla is known for setting goals that are completely beyond anything that the auto industry would possibly ever do, unfortunately Tesla is also known for not meeting those goals. Elon Musk said that there is going to be Model 3s manufactured from the China plant by the end of 2019. So far, the China plant is basically an open field with some digging going on. It's harder and harder to believe that there will be Model 3s coming out of the Tesla China Gigafactory by the end of the year.
Well, on the 30th of December 2019, Tesla delivered its first cars from this exact factory locus. And in 2021, it was probably the car plant in the world that produced the most cars.
The other thing about the Chinese market is that SUVs are really huge there. At this point, Tesla only has the Model X.
But at this point, Tesla has the best-selling SUV in China, the Tesla Model Y.
According to my sources, if Tesla wants to win at China, they need to get cars out fast. But the problem is, there's going to be just intense competition and a lot of supply. If you can get a lot of cars on the road, according to my source, we're talking 150,000 to maybe 300,000 cars. If Tesla can do that, it can probably have a big impact and keep a foothold in China.
Well, Tesla sold 321,000 units in 2021, so I guess they made it, Lopez.
But what Tesla doesn't have right now is a factory, so that's a problem.
What Lynette Lopez doesn't have right now is any credibility left, so that's a problem. Yeah, that did not age well, Lynette Lopez. That was only 3 years ago. Well, that is all we have time for in this new show. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button. It really does help this video out a lot. And if you did like it, maybe you want to consider hitting that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos just like this one. If you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for your support, and if you want to support the channel even more, remember you can, for as little as $1, become a patron of this channel and get your shout out on this show. You can also become a member of the YouTube channel to get a shout out and some extra perks. Hit the members button to find out more. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter. I tweet all the news as it comes out and more. And check out the merch store to get some merchandise and support the show. Now it's also possible to support the show without buying anything, becoming a member or a patron. There is a link to donation options in the show notes. But going forward, I will be making more videos for patrons and members only. And I will give my YouTube members and patrons early access to my videos whenever possible and make my videos ads free for members and patrons only. So don't miss out. And thank you for watching. And until next time, take care out there and be nice.